Major League Baseball. Josh, let me ask you something. Were you always a switch hitter?
Yeah, started switch hitting at 5. I would switch back and forth every at bat up until high school. So my dad had a pretty good plan for me. A couple coaches didn't like it growing up, and we'd find a new team, but I'm definitely thankful for it.
Now, do you use the same bat, the same length, the same way when you switch hitting?
Yeah. So same bat. There's been a couple of times where I've changed it up, but right now I feel really good. Same bat from both sides. It's like a 35-32.
Damn, that's a number, bro.
Yeah, but I'm off the plate. I give myself space and allow myself to extend through the ball.
And the reason why I asked you that is because you know how they always say that lefties have a natural loop on the swing. I figured you probably go with a shorter bat when you're left-handed.
Yeah, I've tried that in the past. I've gone down as much in the minor leagues. I was swinging at 33, but I just had no pop. And this day and age, I got to at least have 20 homers. If I can do that, then I can stick around. In my best years, I was using a 35, so it worked out.
Let me ask you something. With this new rule that they have with the ABS, do you like it as a slugger?
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, it used to be a thing back in the day. Like depending on who was behind the dish, you had to anticipate a different zone every night. So now it's kind of just honing in on my zone, my swing. I haven't been right every time I've fired off an ABS challenge, but it's nice knowing that if the game's on the line, we still have some challenges left. I can fire one off, and if it's outside the strike zone, I can walk, or I can at least stick with my same swing and hope that it works out.
Wow, the reason why I asked you that is because I thought that as a slugger, you'd be a little bit more aggressive, knowing that you can't set up the pitcher, for the end of the game. Usually, you let a couple of balls go, and at the end of the game, say, you know what, I'm going to get you in the fifth.
No, I really don't think about that. I just try to get my swing off as often as possible. If the ball lights up and I think it's a good pitch to swing at, I'm just trying to get my best swing on it.
Now, this through all your career, ever since I remember you coming up, I've never seen you get thrown out.
It's never happened. Happened once in the fall league. And I don't think I should have gotten thrown out then. I really didn't say anything. I was just kind of frustrated with myself. I ended up getting tossed, and the umpire thought I was talking to him, and that was the only time.
But the reason why I tell you that is because I admire you as a player. I don't see you doing that bat flip unless it's a game-winning home run. When you get a base hit, you put your head down, you give respect. You respect the game of baseball.
Yeah, I never really did the bat flip thing in high school. I think going up through the minor leagues, I was kind of in the older school coaching mentality with the Pirates, where it was like no nonsense, or the next guy's just going to wear one in the ribs. And that's just how it was in the minor leagues. That's how it was the first few years in the big leagues. You're not going to bat flip on John Lester or Adam Wainwright. It's just not going to happen. So things are a little bit different now. Obviously, it's part of the entertainment aspect of the game. I think they're cool. It's just not really a part of my game.
Now, you were talking to me the last time we spoke. We were talking to me how important your parents are in your life. Did they ever tell you how proud they are of the player that you are, and that you became in the major league? I mean, you're an example of what consistent and what a good teammate, a good player is.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for their support. They watch every game, whether I'm playing poorly or well. They'll send positive words of encouragement, and that's what it's all about. Obviously I'm not going to hit 400. I might do it across a week, but the next week I might hit 100. But they've been there. They've been supporting me since I was 4 or 5 years old playing Little League, and hopefully I have a few more years for them to watch.
And I always I was talking to my son. I was telling him, I said, you know what? A guy like Josh Bell always has a good attitude. That's why every team wants him. That's why every year you're going to see that he's playing, because of his attitude and what he means to his teammates.
Yeah, I try. I'm just thankful for how I was raised, and some of the coaches I had in the minor leagues and early on in my career in Pittsburgh, teaching me how to play the game the right way. And hopefully it rubs off on some of the younger generation.
Thank you. Listen, thanks a lot for your time and
courtesy, man. Always a pleasure.
And it's always an honor to see you play, man. I admire your work, your ethic, and the things you do for the game of baseball.
Thank you. Thanks a ton. I appreciate it.